Hello students, we have discussed about the capacitors and electrostatics, which is electrostatic, electric charge and fields and potentials and capacitors. Let me start the current electricity, which is third chapter of second PUC. What do you mean by the electric current? Electric current is nothing but the rate of flow of charge. Here if you are taking instantaneous current, delta q by delta t, which is nothing but dq by dt. Okay, now I is equal to dq by dt or instant, this is nothing but instantaneous current. Then I is equal to what I can write? Total charge by the time, net charge by the time, net charge by cross the any cross section of this one given. Then dq is equal to integral I dt, integral dq, total charge is equal to total charge across the combination. Now what is resistance? And before that, let me discuss about Ohm's law. According to the Ohm's law, the current flowing through a resistor or the resistance is nothing but a device which opposes the resistance, flow of current across this one, and this resistance is directly proportional to the length and inversely proportional to the area of cross section. So what we can write here? R is equal to, by removing this proportionality constant, rho L by A, where rho is nothing but resistivity or specific resistance. And remember, this specific resistance of the material does not depend upon the dimensions, which is area of cross section or length, but it depends upon the nature of the material. Now, whenever you have taken this wire, more is the length, more is the resistance, and more is the area of cross section, less is the resistance. Let us say length is increased to n times. Length is stretched. Stretched means what? Stretched is nothing but volume remains constant. Volume constant means what? Area into length of the wire remains constant. Now, when a wire is stretched to n times, L2 is equal to n times of the initial length, then what happens to the area becomes 1 by n times of the initial area. Stretching. What happens when you stretch? Length will be increased, so thickness will be decreased. So that what will happen? Area of cross section will be decreased. Then new resistance will become new resistance. R is equal to R2 is equal to rho L2 by A2, which is nothing but N square R times resistance will be decreased. Rho NL by A by N square R. And if a Y is doubled on itself, then what would happen? Doubled on itself means or tripled on itself. When you take a Y, if it is cut into n equal parts, so what would happen? The length and all these parts are connected in parallel. All these resistors are connected in parallel. Then what is resistance here? L by 3. But area of cross section remains same. Area of cross section remains same. Now what is equivalent resistance? R dash is equal to rho into L by 3 by, but area when it is parallel, this area plus this area, then 3. Now what do you get? R by 9. R by n square times. Area resistance will become R. But even you can see R is equal to rho L by A. But remember, what do you mean by mass? Mass is nothing but density into volume. Density is equal to mass into volume. Mass by volume, then mass is equal to density into volume. Density into volume is nothing but area into length. Now the same expression can be written in terms of the densities and masses also. Rho into L by, instead of area you can write m by dl. M by dl, so rho L square d by m. Similarly, in terms of the R is equal to, instead of like m by dA, so what we get then? rho into instead of L what you can write m by ad, m by a square d. So this is what. Now Moore's law states that according to Moore's law, current flowing in a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across states. Then when provided physical conditions and temperature remains constant, V is equal to IR. From this one, physical conditions should be constant, temperature and length, area of crossing, that is which is nothing but volume, should be remains constant. Now from this one, when you have taken current flowing per unit area, which is called current density, J. Remember, this is a vector. Current is a scalar, but current density is a vector. It is a microscopic property. Current is a macroscopic property. Current density is a microscopic property. And remember, drift velocity is nothing but average velocity obtained when electric field is applied across the ends of the resistor. Vd is equal to E by m into t minus, where t is relaxation time, negative sign replaces the drift speed is opposite to the direction of the electric field. Actually, the drift speed is in the order of 10 power minus 4 meter second power minus 1, but in the absence of the electric field, even these electrons will be moved randomly in different direction, and that speed is due to the heat energies, which are thermal speed, and those speed is called thermal speed, and thermal speed is more than that of the drift speed. Thermal speed is around 10 power 5 meter per second. So what will be the relation between current and drift speed? I is equal to MEEVD. But whereas what is density? I is I by A, which is equal to NEVD, and mobility is nothing but, okay, from this one, sigma is equal to ME square T by M, conductivity, sigma is equal to what? ME square T by M, whereas resistivity is equal to M by NE square T. Reciprocal of the resistance is called conductance. G is equal to 1 by R, and resistivity, conductivity, reciprocal of the resistivity, sigma is equal to 1 by rho. So this is what sigma is equal to 1 by NE square T by M. How is the resistance varies with the temperature? At any temperature, resistivity rho T is equal to rho naught into 1 plus alpha T minus T naught. Similar as even alpha is what? Temperature coefficient of resistivity, and that one we can write rho T minus rho naught by rho naught into T minus T naught. T naught is initial temperature, T is the temperature at that particular resistor. Even same thing can be written as the alpha for resistance is temperature coefficient of resistance, R minus R naught by R naught into T minus T naught. Variation. Now what happens? As temperature increases, resistance will be increases for metals or conductors, whereas if the temperature increases, resistance or resistivity decreases for semiconductors. Is it? Similarly, how can you represent this color codes? So when you have taken, if you draw the graph for the variation of the resistance with current and potential difference, it is resistivity with the temperature for copper. Whereas for nichrome, resistivity like this will have. temperature. Now, what would be the intentions of this Ohm's law? Ohm's law, the devices which obeys Ohm's law are called ohmic devices. Ohm's law are ohmic devices. Ohmic devices. For this, the graph is a straight line. VI graph. For non-ohmic device, the IV graph or VI graph is a non-linear. Then what is the slope of this graph? R is equal to, slope is nothing but what? V by I, which is R. If you have taken IV graph, what is slope here? Slope is equal to I by V, changing current by changing potential difference. Now if I take in here I1, T1 and T1 and T2. But I by V is nothing but what? 1 by R. From this graph, can you tell which is having more temperature? Is T1 or T2? Remember, we know already, if the temperature increases, the resistance will be increased for the metals, conductors. Now what would happen? From these, which is having more slope? This second slope is greater than, slope of second one is greater than slope of first one. So which is having here? Slope represents what? Reciprocal of the resistance. More is slope means less is the resistance. Then R2 is less than R1. So resistance more means what? Temperature is more. Then T1 is greater than T2. Like this we have to find. And let me discuss about color codes of the resistors. Color codes. What are color codes? We know black, brown, red, orange, yellow, BB Roy, Great Britain, green, blue, violet, grey, white. So these are what colors. Now we take the numbering for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And these are what digits. And we have take 10 power 0 multiplier 10 power 1, 10 power 2, 10 power 3, 10 power 4. Is it? And 10 power 5, 10 power 6, 10 power 7, 10 power 8, 10 power 9. And whereas we have gold, silver necklace, no color, gold, silver. For this one, tolerance multiplier is 10 power minus 1, 10 power minus 2. Here tolerance is 5%, 10%, and 20%. Now based on this one, we can find the value of the resistances. And how do we determine the value of the resistance by using this one? When we have taken these resistors, first two colors gives the 2 digits of the resistor. Third color gives the multiplier, decimal multiplier. And whereas fourth color, which gives on the carbon wound resistor, first one, second, third, fourth. From left to right we have to find. Then fourth color gives the tolerance of the network. Let us take orange, red, blue, and silver color we have. These are colors like this indicated. What is the resistance of the resistor? By using this one, look at this. What you get here? Orange. Orange means what is this color? 3. Next, red. Red is what? 2. Into third color represents what? Blue. Blue is nothing but 6. Into 10 power 6 plus or minus. What is silver color? Tolerance. Fourth color represents the tolerance. What is tolerance? 10%. 10% of this one. That means 10% represents variation of the resistance may be more, maybe 10% more or maybe 10% less because of the variation in the temperatures. Due to change in temperature, the resistance value will be. Then what will be the combination of the resistors in series and parallel? When we connect the resistors in series combination, what happens to the equivalent resistance? Series combination of the resistors. When series combination of resistors are taken, current is remains constant, I is remains the same, but potential difference across resistor will be different. Then what will be the resultant resistance? R is equal to R1 plus R2 plus and so on, R3 plus and so on. Resistance will be added. Whereas in parallel combination, potential difference is same, but current will be varies, and resulting resistance 1 by R is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus and so on 1 by R. In parallel combination, I1 is equal to IR2 by R1 plus R2. That means you take total current into opposite resistor. I1 means current in first resistor, R2 opposite resistor petrol. Similarly, I2 is equal to IR1 by R1 plus R2. Direct form. Even here also V1 is equal to VR1 by R1 plus R2, whereas V2 is equal to VR2 by R1 plus R2 is the potential difference across the second resistor. Series combination, this is what all the resistors are connected end to end. But parallel combination, all the resistors are connected in between two common points, then we got as a parallel combination of the resistors. Is it? And even when we have taken a cell to a circuit, what will be the equivalent EMF of the cell? What is EMF is equal to I into R plus R. Is it? Then I is equal to E by R plus R. The current in a simple circuit where R is the internal resistance of cell, E is EMF of a cell, I is current flowing through that one. V is equal to what you can write? E minus IR. IR represents voltage drop. Is it okay? During charging, V is greater than EMF. Even discharging, V is less than EMF. Is it okay? When during discharging, E minus IR, then V is what? Less than that of E. So these are what some parts of this current we have seen, and let me discuss examples based on these parts of the resistance and Ohm's law and current density, whatever we have, a combination of the resistors based on this. We will discuss some examples and ways. We get the first example, first one. The belt of an electrostatic generator is 50 cm wide and travels at 30 cm per second. The belt carries charge up to into the sphere at a rate of corresponding to 10 power minus 4 ampere. What is the current density of the belt? They are asking here current density but not current density. Is it? What do you mean by the current density? Current density is equal to current flowing per unit area, I by A. Is it? But current is given here over 10 power minus 4 ampere. But what will be the area in a generator? Is it generator? What will happen? It is moving in between the plates of the magnetic field. Armature is in rotation between the magnetic fields. Now in that one, we have a belt will be there generated to rotate that wheels. That travels how much distance? Generator distance is what? 50 wide width is 50 cm. So you can take 50 into 30 into 10 power minus 4 meters. Is it? Or even you can write 0.5 into 0.3 centimeters square. Remember what is current density? Current density electricity, we have written already J is equal to I by E. I is equal to what you know? Current 10 power minus 4 by 0.5 into 10 power 0.3 centimeter square ampere per second. That is equal to, here you can write 1 by 5 into 3, 15 into 10 power minus 2 into here 10 power minus 4. Now if you have taken into 10 power minus 2 goes to 10, 100. So 100 by 15 into 10 power minus 4. This is in centimeter square. When unit is what? Ampere per centimeter square. Then what do we have here? Centimeter power minus 2 into ampere. So this value is around 6.615 90 we have 10. So 100 again 6.6 into 10 power minus 4 centimeter power minus 4. So centimeter power minus 2 ampere, which is first option. The given units are like centimeter power minus 2 per second. So which is wrong. You take it as centimeter square centimeter power minus 2 into ampere. That is the second one. A current of 1 milliampere flows through a copper wire. How many number of electrons will pass through a given point in each second? What is the current flowing is here 1 milliampere. 1 milliampere means what? 10 power minus 3 ampere. 10 power minus 3 ampere. Current 10 power minus 3 ampere. And how many number of electrons are flowing in 1 second? We know I is equal to what? Q by T. Charge flowing per unit time. For 1 second they given. Then what you have? I is equal to 10 power minus 3 is equal to N into E by 1. E is nothing but what? Charge of the electron. But we need to calculate here N. N is nothing but number of electrons flowing through the conductor. N is equal to 10 power minus 3 by E. E represents 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulomb. That is what if you have taken this 10 power minus 19 to the numerator plus 19, 10 power minus 3 into minus 19, 10 power minus 16, sorry, plus 16, 1 by 1.6. But you take here 10 power 16 as 10 into 10 power 15. 10 by 1.6 into 10 power 15, which is 6.25 into 10 power 15 electrons are in 1 milliampere of the current. Let us see third one. Two wires A and B of same material having the radii in the ratio 1:2. Radii R1 is to R2 is equal to 1:2. 1:2. Radii is 1:2. And carry current in the ratio 4:1. I1 is to I2 is equal to what? 4:1. The ratio of drift speeds of electrons in A and B. What is the formula for drift speed? Drift speed in terms of current and rays. Vd is equal to I by NEA. Is it? Then Vd is equal to current by N into A into pi r square. So that what can we here? Drift speed is inversely proportional to r square and directly proportional to current. But you need to find V1 by V2, ratio of the drift speeds of these two wires. I1 by I2 into a reciprocal, R is reciprocal. Then R2 square by R1 square. I1 by I2 is what? 1 by 2 into R2 by R1. Sorry. I1 by I2 is 4:1. 4 by 1 into R2 by R1 whole square. But R1 is to R2 is what? 1:2. Therefore here 2 by 1 whole square. Then 4 by 1 into 2 square. 4 by 1 which is equal to 6 by 1 is the ratio of these two drift speeds. 16:1, which is second one. Let me see fourth one. A copper rod of cross sectional area A carries a uniform current I through it. At temperature theta, if the volume charge density of the rod is rho, how long will the charges take to travel a distance? What do you mean by the volume charge density? Volume charge density is nothing but charge per unit volume. Charge flowing per unit volume. In terms of the current, but tell me, what is current? What is charge? I into T by what is volume? Volume is nothing but area into length. But here we need to calculate T is equal to rho AL by rho AL. Here D is nothing but distance. So instead of D L, we will take it as a D, which is fourth option. So fifth one. Drift velocity VD varies with the intensity of electric field as per the relation. What is the intensity of the electric field in terms of the drift speed? Or we know that drift speed is equal to minus E by M into T. T represents what? Relaxation time. Negative sign represents drift speed is opposite to the electric field. Therefore, drift speed is directly proportional to the electric field. VD is proportional to E. Next, sixth one. A certain piece of copper is to be shaped into a conductor of minimum resistance. Its length and diameter should be respectively. Is it? To have what? Minimum resistance. What is formula for resistance? R is equal to rho L by A. Then rho L by A is equal to what? Pi R square. But D square by 4. That represents. But to have R is minimum. When will be the R is minimum? When R is proportional, that means L value should have minimum value, whereas diameter should have maximum value. Now from the given options we can see that out of all the options which is having less length, L by 2, fourth option, whereas diameter is 2D, then we need to have L minimum L by 2 and D value should be maximum 2D, fourth option. Let us see seventh one. The electric resistance of a certain wire of iron is R if its length and radius both are double, then radius and length L2 is equal to what? Double, and radius is also what? Double. What should be the resistance? R is equal to what? Rho L2 by pi R2 square. Therefore, what is here? Rho into 2L by pi into 2R whole square. Then 2 rho L by pi into 4R square. Here 2 to cancel. Then what happens to resistance? R by 2. The resistance will be half and specific resistance will be remains unchanged. Why? Specific resistance does not depend upon the dimensions but depends upon what? Only the nature of the material and temperature. Let us discuss eighth one. Here they have given some network combination L, and here is here TA, and one more is 2L and A and 3L. This is 3L and 2A. Now they are asking to find the relations between the current. Remember, let me write what is known R is equal to rho L by A. Now from this one, R1 is equal to what we have? Rho into L by 3A. Let me take this rho L by A as X. Or R only, let us take what will happen? R by 3. Similarly, R2 is equal to what we have? Rho into 2L by A. Then 2R. Similarly, R3 is equal to what? Rho into 3L by 2a, that is equal to 3 by 2 into r. So in which this is what is increasing in the order of the resistance. R by 3, that means 0.33 r. So 2 r, 1.5 r. So which is having more resistance? 2 r. R2 is greater than, next R3, which is greater than R. Resistance more means what? Current will be less. So R2, this is having more resistance, then less current flows to this one. Therefore, I2 is less than, I3 is less than I1. Which is third option. Is it? Third option. I2 is less than, I3 is less than I1. More resistance means, less resistance means more current flows in that resistor. Let us discuss ninth one. A wire has a resistance of 3 ohm, 3.1 ohm at 30 degrees Celsius. R1 is equal to 3.1 ohm at T1 is equal to 30 degrees Celsius. Similarly, R2 is equal to 4.5 ohm at T2 is equal to 100 degrees Celsius. The temperature quotient of the resistance of the wire we need to calculate. So what is formula for resistance at temperature T is equal to R0 into 1 plus alpha into T minus T0. Is it okay? Now R1 is equal to what again, right? R0 into 1 plus alpha into T1 minus T0. Whereas R2 is equal to R0 into 1 plus alpha into T2 minus T0. T0 means, let us take 0 degrees Celsius. At 0 degree. What is it? 0 degrees Celsius. At 0 degrees Celsius, this is the formula. Then R1 by R2 is equal to R0 cancel 1 plus alpha T1 by 1 plus alpha T2. 1 plus alpha T1 by 1 plus alpha T2. Now you calculate that value. We need to find what value? Quotient of resistance, alpha value how to be calculated. 3.1 by 4.5 is equal to 1 plus alpha into 30 by 1 plus alpha into 100. Do cross multiplication. 3.1 multiply this one. 3.1 into 1, 1 plus 3.1 into 100, 310 alpha is equal to 4.5 plus 4.5 plus 4.5 into 100, 4 into 3 into 45, 135 alpha. So bring this alpha to this side. 310 alpha minus 135 alpha is equal to 4.5 minus 3.1. 4.5 minus 3.1. So this value of 5 minus 1.4 and this is 310 minus 135. 5 means here 0, 10, 7 and here 2 minus 1, 175. 175 alpha. So alpha is equal to 1.4 by 175, which is 0.08 degrees Celsius, which is second one. 10th one. The length of a wire is doubled, its conductance. Length of the wire is doubled. L2 is equal to 2L. What happens to the conductance? What happens to resistance? R2 is equal to 2R. But what about G2? Conductance is nothing but what? 1 by R2. Then 1 by 2R, which is G1 by 2. Conductance will become half. So let us see. Let us discuss the next one. Level 1. Here the given diagrams of root 3 A, and next one A, this is what, and here root 2A and A. So B and it is what C. A, B, C. Now some elements given. Relationship between their end-to-end resistances, and this is given that long distance having same length. Length is same means what will happen? So R is length is same. Let us find what will be the resultant resistance area of cross section. Here, whenever it is fitted into this one, then what is the equivalent resistance? Pi into outer radius minus inner radius. Then what we have? Root 3a whole square minus root 2a whole square. A1 is equal to, that is equal to what? A1 into pi into 3a square minus 2a square, a square. Okay? Sorry, not pi, a square. Left side, same square root a square. Similarly, A2 is equal to what? A2. So when you insert this one in this, it will be fit easily. That means what will be the area of this one? Area of this one minus area of this one. What is the area of cross section? This one cross section. Again, what we have? Root 2a whole square minus a square. 2a square minus a square, a square. Similarly, A3, what is the area of this one? Side, which is nothing but a square. Now all are having same values, same length and same area of cross sections. Then what about the radius? What is the resistance? R is equal to rho L by A. So that L is same, A is same. Then resistance also same. Which is second option. Was the one. A metal wire of circular cross section has resistance R1. The wire is now stretched without breaking so that its length is doubled and the density is assumed to be remain same. If the resistance of the wire now becomes R2, then what is R? When it is wire is stretched to double. So what happens to the new resistance? R2 is equal to 2 square R1. That's the. Then what do you have? R2 by R1 is equal to 4 by 1, 4. Which is nothing but 4 is to 1. Third option. That is one. With increase of temperature, the resistivity of the metallic conductor. What happens? The temperature increases, resistivity will be increased for metallic conductors. Whereas for semiconductors, if the temperature increases, resistivity will be decreased or resistance will be decreased. Let us see 15 or 14. The conductivity of a superconductor in the superconducting state. Superconductor means what? Actually the metals, as the temperature increase, resistance increase. But if you decrease the temperature to a very low temperatures, what happens? The resistance will become almost zero. If the resistance zero means what happens to its conductance? Will be increases enormously. Okay? Therefore, resistance conductivity also increase will become what? Infinity. Second option. Let us see 15th one. Two wires of same metal wire have length L, same length. L1 is equal to L, but their cross sections are in the ratio 3:1. A1 is to A2 is equal to 3:1. They are joined in series. The resistance of thicker wire is 10 ohm. R1 is equal to 10 ohm. The total resistance of the combination. We know R is equal to what? Rho L by A. Resistance is same, resistivity is same. Then what happens? Resistance is inversely proportional to area. Then R2 by R1 is equal to what here? A1 by A2 because inversely proportional. But then what do you have? A1 by A2. A1 by A2 is what? 3 by 1. Then R2 is equal to 3A1. Then 3 into R1. R1 is nothing but 10 ohm. 3 into 10, 30. R2 is equal to R1 is equal to 10 ohm. R2 is equal to 30 ohm. Then what is equivalent resistance in series? In series combination, Rs is equal to R1 plus R2. Then 10 plus 30 is equal to what? what is known is the equivalent resistance in series combination. Just we have added, is it? So these are what just we have discussed about the currents and current densities and resistances, and what is resistivity, Ohm's law based operations. Some we have discussed some problems. In next class we discuss remaining concept